If you enjoy listening to inspirational stories from people just like us, facing the fear and doing it anyway, then you're in the right place. My name is Claire Hill, and this is the No Rest for the Vivid podcast. Hello, welcome to another mini Monday episode. It may not be Monday for you, but it's not even Monday for me. But I know that some of you do listen to this as soon as it comes out on the Monday. So happy Monday. I hope you feel more warrior and less worrier. Today, I am bringing you something that has helped me reframe certain thoughts since watching the reel. It was just literally from a reel by Mel Robbins. Mel Robbins is a bit of a hero of mine because she has become quite successful in recent years from two books. One called the 5-4-3-2-1 rule, where you can snap yourself out of negative thinking and get yourself moving in the mornings, which actually is really, it's a really good strategy to use if you've experienced trauma or adverse life events, because sometimes you lack like a self-start mechanism to like get yourself motivated. But the 5-4-3-2-1 really helped with that. And actually it's written because that's what she used for herself. And the other book she's written is the High Five Habit, and it's all about high-fiving yourself in the morning. And going back to that sort of idea, I think it was last week or the week before's episode about becoming your own best friend. So if you're giving yourself a high five in the morning, you're your own best friend. I love it. So she did a reel the other day about reframing. Instead of saying, I have to, change it into, I get to. And it made me think about really mundane things like emptying the cat litter tray. Let's go to the cat shit. I've got a beautiful cat. We got her when we lived in a flat. So we had to get a house cat. And the house cats, the only like placid house cat breed that I read you could get, though I believe there is others, was a ragdoll. And she was like 400 quid as a kitten. And when I told Mr. Vivid Wild, Dan, my husband, and said, I'd really like a cat. The one that I would like is £400. We we had to save, but I got my way. And I do appreciate it. It's a fucking lot of money to spend on a cat, but she's so wonderful. She's still a house cat actually, and she's 9 now, and her name is Khaleesi. Anyway, I don't have to. Well, I do have to empty the cat litter tray. But instead of saying I have to empty the cat litter tray, I'm going to reframe it and say I get to empty my beautiful cat's cat litter tray. I've gone with a weird example there, haven't I? But it's even a sort of, doing the food shop. Oh, I've got to go shopping. I have got to go shopping. What if we have to go? Oh, I get to go shopping. How wonderful that we can go to a supermarket and have food right there and the choice be unbelievable. We get to do those things. Running a business. Nobody has to run a business, by the way. Obviously, we can get jobs, but sometimes you think, oh, I've got to do my bank. I've got to do my books. Oh, I have to fill in my tax return. Oh, I've got to order some more packaging or whatever it is. Oh, what else do I moan about? I think that's it. So I love my job. But there are some things. Oh, I have to post a reel on Instagram. This is a good one, actually. There's so many people moaning about Instagram and that you have to do reels. Reels have been around for 2 years now, just as long as COVID nearly. So you just got to get on with it. But we get to create reels. How wonderful is that Instagram has challenged us to look at our market and the way that we show off our businesses in a different way, and has upskilled us. Instagram has made us able to make videos. I couldn't edit videos before Reels came along. My first ones are rubbish. Now I can do pretty good ones, but Instagram's forced me to do that. How wonderful that I get to create Reels for Instagram. So when you're sitting there thinking, oh, I have to, see if you can reframe it and say, I get to, and see if it works. It's made me feel loads better about really mundane, boring things. And it just made me feel more joy in doing it. Isn't it funny? Like, And I also have been looking at Jackson. I'm literally going to speak for 30 more seconds because I'm going to go over time otherwise. But I look at Jackson and think he finds that fun. So Jackson's my son. He's coming up for 4. He finds the most boring things and he makes them fun. Like, he doesn't just walk up to his bedroom. He pretends the stairs are a mountain and then he races as fast as he can into his bedroom. Or, he decides to like wiggle his hips across the room as he's walking. Nothing is just, I'm walking. How much fun can I inject into that boring task? That's my challenge to you. Reframe from I have to I get to. And what fun can you inject into the most boring things? And then reframe as well. Reframe the most boring things, find the joy, and you get to do all of it. How wonderful, eh? All right, happy Monday. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you liked this episode, please subscribe and share. Please, 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 please. Also, if you really like it, why haven't you done a review yet? Have you reviewed? Have you done a review or rated it on Spotify or Apple, wherever you're listening? Have you? Come on, guys. I know that people listen to this all the time. I can see that you're listening. I can see that you're listening. Not in a stalkery way, but I would love it. If you've got anything from my podcast, please rate and review, subscribe and share. And it helps me help more people transform from warrior to warrior bosses. Oh, that's filled me with joy just talking like that. Okay, have a wonderful week. I'll speak to you soon. Thank you so much for listening to the No Rest for the Village podcast, written, produced and hosted by Claire Hill, and music has been composed by my brother, Phil Victor.